How are we going, guys? Mick here from Not Cartel, back with another kick-ass beer review. Tonight I'm going to review Doughnuts, a Doughnut Imperial Stout from Chur Brewing, also known as Behemoth Brewing Company out of New Zealand. Mount Eden, Auckland, 9.9% ABV, 440ml can, 3.8 standard drinks, and the statement goes, Doughnuts, Doughnut Imperial Stout, Doughnuts. Doughnuts, I love donuts. Donuts or donuts? Well, we chose the non-American version of the spelling. This Imperial Stout is dedicated to the donut. A big, thick, chocolatey, slightly roasty flavour with lashings of donut goodness throughout. If you notice a hole in the middle of the palate, it's meant to be there. Chur, born out of a hobby which quickly turned into an obsession and then into a life dedicated to good beer. Life is too short to take too seriously, so the only thing we take seriously is bigger tasting beer. Beer consumes us, and in turn we consume it right back. Cheers. Well, I have been looking forward to this one. Also another celebrative beer for myself. This one's probably more of a beer worthy of celebration, being a Doughnut Imperial Stout, or also known as a, well, I guess you could say dessert stout, or a snack stout. Let's see how we go. Gonna have it in my La Fin de Monde stout glass here. Oh yeah, got some aroma coming off it, which is great. Nice and dark. It does, as you can see there, pour a little bit transparent, but once it's in the vessel, the colour really comes about. So yeah, it's very dark, black as the night. Nice, I would say 1 3/4, 2 finger head. Beautiful looking beer. These guys are doing some really good stouts at the moment. Haven't had one of these for a while, or in particular one of these guys' stouts. Oh yeah, that's smelling like a dessert stout, a snack stout. Getting the roast, I'm definitely getting like a donut, a real doughy sort of sweet smelling icing sugar, icing glaze, some vanilla and stuff going on in there. Just sort of those lighter style of aromas. .9%. Just fell short of that 10%, but anyway, yeah. Beers coming out of New Zealand are pretty good at the moment. And lots of underrated breweries coming out of New Zealand, and there's a lot of underrated breweries coming out of the United States at the moment as well, in particular the stouts. This has a best before 12th the 11th 2022, so they've given it some shelf life, as automatically happens with particular stouts like this. I'm diving in. I can't wait any longer. Cheers. So I'm trying a new technique that I picked up from City Steeding, actually, as part of the mead tasting, and it is a short sip to begin with, that the palate acclimatise and adjust to the flavours they're taking on, and then another quick sip straight after it, so you get that balance. And what I'm getting is dessert. It is what it is. It's a dessert stout. It's sweet. It's moreish. dangerously easy to drink. Also, what I'm getting is roast, those dark grains, a dark malt really coming across, but it's a little bit sharp on the bitterness that comes across. So it's not quite balanced out with the sweetness I'd like to get over the top of that that grain bitterness, if that's a thing. And that donut flavour, it goes away really quick, so it doesn't sort of hang there, doesn't lag, and then the roast and the darker grain, the malt takes over. In saying that, what we got was, I think it was $14 for the can, 440ml can. This is what I want to taste when I drink an imperial. When I drink a stout, I want to get that malt, you know, as well as the flavour that the guys are sort of directing towards. So I'm not going to keep hanging crap on a particular beer I had just recently, because I didn't get any of what I was expecting from that. All I got was the flavour of coffee and cold brew coffee, and you know, apart from the fact that it had alcohol in it, if that's what I wanted, I could have got several of those for the same cost, but I'm not going to keep going on about it. It was probably one of the biggest disappointments I've had in quite a long time. But that, can't complain for a beer of celebration for myself. Liking it. Would I purchase it again? Hell yeah. I think it's got everything that the can says it's got. Apart from that bold sort of roast and stuff that comes across. It's got some good cling there. The lacing's good. It's got everything on the aroma. It's there in the flavour, but it just sort of doesn't quite hang long enough for it to spell out the long story about Doughnut's on the can. Cheers.